Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, today's deck looks like a mid-range deck. It goes to a 5-drop creature, good old Goldspan, but it's not. It plays like an aggro deck, and so we're calling it an aggro deck. But before we get into that, I just want to ask you to please hit that subscribe button. It's super easy, just takes a second, and it means the world to us over here on the channel. Really helps support me and get us out to a much bigger audience. Also, hit that notification bell so you know whenever we have new content come out. So, what do I have for you today? Like I said, not MARDU mid-range, it's MARDU aggro. And believe me, it plays that way. You're definitely going to enjoy the deck. So first we have our removal package. We're looking at 2 copies of Bloodchief Thirst, 2 copies of Infernal Grasp, 3 copies of Dragon's Fire, 2 copies of Vanishing Verse, and then doing dual duty as land and removal, we have 2 copies of Shatterskull Smashing. Then we're going to go ahead into what I call our value section. So we have 1 Sungeri Shelter, aka Glacier, so it can either come down as a tapped white land, or it can be an instant. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn for 1 white and 1 colorless. Like I said, it's also land, but if you can avoid using it as land, you can kind of squeeze in those last point of damages and win a game with that protection from color of your choice really easily sometimes, or just use it as a really nice combat trick. Then we have 2 copies of a new card, Angel Fire Ignition. I'm trying to read the cards less and less as we get more and more into the Innistrad set, but this one might be new to you. 1 white, 1 red, 1 colorless for a sorcery. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste until end turn. Flashback for 1 white, 1 red, and 2 colorless. Pretty fun card. I've been trying to squeeze it in decks whenever I can. It gets cut a lot, but I kind of like it, especially at 2 in this deck. Then we also have 2 copies of Showdown of the Skalds. We need a way to refill our hand. You know, we're not really refilling our hand, but we are drawing a whole bunch of cards, making creatures bigger, and hopefully closing out games. And then we're going to go into our creature package. At our 2 drops, we have 4 copies of Bloodthirsty Adversary. I think this is the last time I'm going to read this card on the channel. It's 1 red, 1 colorless for a vampire at 2/2 with haste. 1 Bloodthirsty Adversary enters the battlefield. You may pay 2 colorless and a red any number of times. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many +1/+1 counters on Bloodthirsty Adversary, then exile up to that many target instant and or sorcery cards with mana value of 3 or less from your graveyard and copy them. You may cast any number of the copies without paying their mana costs. Well, everything in this deck that is an instant or sorcery cost 3 or less. So you're really not going to be going for the Shatterskull Smashing because you can't really put X into a card that you're casting as a copy, but Vanishing Verse, the Dragon's Fire, Infernal Grasp, Bloodchief, the Shelter, and the Angel Fire Ignition all work very well with Bloodthirsty Adversary. And then we have 4 copies of Kaelin, Reclusive Painter. It's just a really good 1/2 in my opinion, and that treasure token plus the ability to put a +1/+1 whenever you use that treasure on something really helps. It helps you get to a turn 3 Predator, a turn 4 Goldspan Dragon. We'll get to those in just a second. In the 3 slot, we have 4 copies of Elite Spellbinder, and we have 4 copies of Reckless Stormseeker. I don't think I need to read that one to you. It's already an all-star in the format, super strong, which is why the deck is kind of an aggro deck in my opinion, because in most cases it just really depends. I find I really want to throw the Stormseeker over a Spellbinder. Spellbinder's super good too, but if you have this down, they can't answer it. Everything from here forward has got haste. I just love this card. And then we have 2 copies, like I mentioned, of Emberstrom Predator and 3 copies of Goldspan Dragon. You gotta have the good old Goldspan Dragon at the top of a good red deck that's gonna go there anyways. And then we have a whole bunch of land for you. You have 1 Plains, 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrants, 1 Swamp, 1 Den of the Bugbear, 4 of the black-white pathways, 4 of the red-black pathways, 4 of the new Haunted Ridge, the land that comes into play untapped as long as it's your 3rd land in play. It's on black-red. We have 4 of the white-red pathways and 2 Temple of the Dragon Queens. So, and the deck plays pretty straightforward. It plays very aggressive, like an aggro deck with all of the creatures that you have come at your opponent pretty quick. You have a whole bunch of removal just to get them out of the way. You have cards to draw, you have cards to protect, and you have ways to just make your creatures bigger, gain life, indestructible, all kinds of fun stuff. I think you're really going to like the deck. Make sure you stick around for the summary at the end, and without further ado, let's go ahead now and get into the gameplay. All uppercase, so it has to be atomic! We go first. We got 2 lands. I wish I had more. Elite Spellbinder, Blood Chief. I guess we have some gold-producing creature here. Kalen, Emerson Predator, and a Showdown. So I want to keep it. I don't want to be putting this, you know, I don't want to mulligan this. We'll lead with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant in case we hit another creature land. That way on turn 2, we have them both untapped. Probably put this on red. Yeah, we're definitely putting that on red. We'll get that painter out there. And the turn, I think our opponent's going to be on like some kind of a white aggro deck. Usually takedown. Okay. Dawnbreaker Cleric. I need a land here or something. Okay, well that's not going to hurt. So we're going to put this out. I want to Elite Spellbinder them so they don't Elite Spellbinder us, but I think what we do is we just pay the 3 life, we put out the Emerson Predator, we pay with treasure, and then we end the turn. And then we have the Painter to protect the Predator. Unless they have Skyclave Apparition. So I could have led with the Spellbinder. That's fine. We have a Dragon's Fire. Okay, here we go. So we'll put this out on black. That way we have double black, double red. I need a white is what I need for this. I wish that was white. That was why we didn't do Spellbinder. I knew that. Let's just go ahead and Blood Chief Thirst this now. And then end the turn. And then I'm going to Dragon's Fire that at the end of their turn, or if they attack or anything like that. And then we'll Showdown of the Scolds if we hit a white. Monk of the... Okay. There comes a Monk. I think we'd let the Monk get bigger. That's fine. I'll take my 4/4, please. I would have rather did a combat trick with that, but hey, there we go. White land. Let's see what they got first. Let's go ahead and just take a peek over here. Righteous Valkyrie, I think, is definitely the play. I mean, they can play it next turn no matter what, right? So let's get rid of the Righteous Valkyrie. Let's go ahead and swing in for 4. They might just play the Righteous Valkyrie here. Solid play. Okay, more land. Let's throw the Showdown of the Skalds. Holding this up in case we get land in our hand here. We do. So we will throw it. And then I guess we throw the Painter. See, what's my play next turn? It's Goldspan Dragon. I guess, yes, I want the token on the board. I want more mana. Let's go ahead and do that. I like the fresh one. We'll get ourselves some land. And let's go ahead and attack for 4. They take the block. Interesting. Interesting. So I can actually put the Angel Fire Ignition on the Goldspan before I attack. Celestial Unicorn. Okay, good. I wanted them to use that Fateful Absence right now, so they didn't hit our Goldspan Dragon. Here they come in. No blocks. Okay, well. I guess we'll just throw that. We throw the Goldspan Dragon. We will... No. No, I want to do it. I just don't want to pay with... so let's use red. Red. We want to save a white. We'll use some black. And I guess... you. Let's put the token on the Elite Spellbinder. Let's go ahead now and Angel Fire Ignition on the Goldspan Dragon. Let's auto-pay that. Let's put another token on the Elite Spellbinder. One, I don't think I can, yeah, right? Put it on. Yeah, I can't do it. What am I thinking? I'm one too short. So let's go ahead and next. Attack with you two. Get another treasure token. Now I could cast it. But we'll wait till next turn to give ourselves vigilance again. Is there a reason not to? Let's see. I'm gonna pass. Land for the opponent. Whenever another creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Okay. Well, they can't come in. Pretty sure we just win. Got him. Okay. We got him. Ragu. Opponent. They're going first. We got two lands, a Kaelin, Emerson Predator, Bloodthirsty Adversary, Showdown Scolds, and a Gold Span Dragon. I'm gonna keep it. It's a little awkward with the land. That did not help. Let's go ahead and start with the Haunted Ridge. At least we have a Dragon's Fire. Luminarch Aspirant. There we go. We're gonna definitely need to use that. Oh, and another one. So let's go ahead and we don't need to reveal anything. But we do need to get rid of that there. Luminarch Aspirant immediately. Clarion Spirit. Paladin class. Nice, nice. There's... Okay, so we put this out on red. And that lets us play the Kaelin. Get the treasure token, and we end the turn. I'm going to plus the Ranger class. Or Paladin. Ranger. Plus the Paladin. Nope, they went with Adeline. So we'll definitely be blocking that. And then... I guess now we're going to go like that. We'll show the dragon. I think I need... I don't know what to make it. Let's make it white. And then let's go ahead and... play the Goldspan Dragon, paying with treasure. Let's go ahead and swing in with both. Let's choose a dragon I control. Shoot the Adeline. Autopay. Show you. Kill you. Hit you for 6. Back to you. I want to rip a land off the top. That would be amazing for the oh, we're racing. We're off to the races. Another Goldspan Dragon. Can't cast it yet. I can... What's the best way to do this? I guess I just attack with both. And play another Goldspan Dragon is awkward. Well... Or do I just do that next turn, and I play the Emerson Predator this turn? Yeah, that's what I do. That's what we do. End the turn. Now I can block, sack the Kaelin, and then next turn I throw the Goldspan Dragon in the air. Clean it up. Oh, they're bringing back the Adeline. Okay. Oh, I thought they... Oh, it's whenever the... wrong. I always do... These classes, we still have it won. So, they're going to put it on there. So, that resolves. Then we'll just block here. One blocker. Activate this. Sacrifice you. Eat the Adeline. Take 3 damage. And that is the game. They said good game. We should give it back. We'll throw that out on red. We'll go ahead and throw out the dragon. Swing on in with all of them. Eat up the Luminarch Aspirant. And eat up mono white. Eating up mono white. There we go. We got J-Berg, 1080. We go first with 3 lands, 2 haunted, a Needleway Pathway, Needle Leverage, Vanishing Verse, Bloodthirsty Adversary, Dragonspire, and a Showdown of the Skulls. So let's keep it, and we'll go turn 1 Ridge, turn 2 Pathway on white, and then we have the Ridge for turn 3 untapped. Okay, throw this out on white, and I know that I'd like to save this for later, but I think we just need to get bodies on the board at this point. You know, have something we're doing. That way next turn I can throw the Haunted Ridgeline, and I can cast the Angel Fire Ignition on here if I want to. So, yeah. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Make it nice and big. I have to do this, to do this, to do that, to do the thing. Let's go ahead and get in. So, now it's a 4/4 with Vigilance, Lifelink, Haste, or Indestructible, Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink. Yeah, all of it. So, but it gets to keep the counters. It's a 4/4. Next turn, I'm going to either Vanishing Verse or Dragon's Fire, whatever I need to, and put the Den of the Bugbear down. Turn after that, we have the Showdown. That is... Are they running Doomskars in a creature deck? I don't think so. So I want to hold off on the Reckless Stormseeker, I believe. Just don't know what my opponent's up to. So let's go ahead and just keep our 4/4 on the board until we have a little bit more information before we start getting too crazy and dumping cards like Reckless Stormseeker out. We have control of the board. We have a tight little clock. If we top deck a land, we can literally just attack with the Den of the Bugbear and the Bloodthirsty Adversary. If this is a board wipe, then we come in with the Reckless Stormseeker. We have plans. So there's short 1 snow. Righteous Valkyrie is why we saved the Vanishing Verse. I like it. Oh, and then if I hit another land, we can do this into the Vanishing Verse again. So I'm just going to Vanishing Verse it. Keeping up the tempo. Go ahead and swing on in for 4. And I want to save this one for 1 more land, because I can hasten next turn with this if they don't do anything for the win. I could have put this down in case they hit... So there's the Doomskar I've been avoiding. Okay, so we've been playing around that perfectly. Exactly what we wanted. We hit a land, but we don't need to use the Bloodthirsty Adversary this turn. I don't think that's the right play. So we actually put this out tapped. We throw the Reckless Stormseeker. We give it haste. And we swing in for 3. And then next turn, I could throw the Bloodthirsty Adversary with haste and a +1/+1, grabbing the Vanishing Verse or the Dragon's Fire, depending on what they throw out, and cleaning up the board and winning the game. We got it. I don't think it matters what they throw here. We'll see. If it's a huge creature that's multicolored... We also can Den of the Bugbear next turn. I think that's an automatic win, because this would be a 3/3 and a 3/3 if they're trying to block with just the Faceless Haven, that is. Angel of Destiny. So yeah, we're fine. So we're good. We're good. We put this out on white. Doesn't matter. We throw down the Bloodthirsty Adversary. We auto-pay. We grab the Vanishing Verse. We cast the Vanishing Verse on the Angel. Just like we said. We go ahead and put the trigger on it. It didn't matter. Good game. Plans went perfect. Toru. Okay, we go first. We have 2 lands, 3 with the Sajiri Shelter, Elite Spellbinder, Kaelin, Dragon's Fire, and Reckless Stormseeker. So I either put this out on black and this on red for a turn 2 Kaelin, or I put this out on white for a land to guarantee me turn 3 I start doing stuff. I think we're going to hit a land before then. So I think I go with my red-black plan. And then at least I can kind of do... Yeah. Oh, I get nervous in these situations. Let's go ahead and let's do it. We're doing it. We're getting that Kaelin. Paladin class. Okay. So this goes out on black. Now we throw the painter. And now at least we can do something next turn for 3 mana. and put this out on land if we don't hit another land. So we got a veteran into a cleric class, so we got a paladin and cleric class. That's why I get so many classes they're flying around right now. I love it though, it's good. Let's definitely get this out as land. And then I think I give them one more turn before I Spellbinder, because this gives everything haste the rest of the game. So let's go ahead and put out the Reckless Stormseeker. Put the +2 on it on here, so that way I can swing with both. Or, oops, I meant to... It doesn't have haste. Content creator bobbles. I did that on purpose, just so that I could hear it in the comments. Okay, they have a 4/3 that we are going to have to eliminate right now with a Dragon's Fire. So let's go ahead and just... there's no reason to reveal a dragon, so we can just decline that. Now I put this over here and attack with both, so if they block, it spreads it out. Oh. So, there's the Skyclave Apparition on our Reckless Stormseeker. Okay. And they smack us for 1. Bloodthirsty Adversary is the play. I'm going to not attack past the turn. It's nighttime now, so there's 2 things. I'm going to get this Reckless Stormseeker on the night side next turn, and we can Dragon's Fire this as like a combat trick if they go to do anything. So they get their +1/+1. Perfect. Swinging with both. Exactly what we wanted to see. We're going to go ahead and... We don't need to show anything. Shoot the Skyclave Apparition. Boom! And we'll go ahead and block their 2/2 and just pretty much blow them out right there. So we get another land. Let's put this out on black. I do have white, right? Yeah. Let's put this out on black. Just because later on I'll want that. Let's see. What are we doing here? I still feel like the play is probably the Reckless Stormseeker, but I'm going to do it next turn and see their hand. It's time to see their hand. Let's see what they can do. They have a Intrepid Adversary. You hear... Creatures you control get +1/+1. Deal 5 damage to target attacking creature. I think I would rather get rid of that for sure. And let's go ahead and swing in for 4. Take him down to 13. One more land off the top. It needs to be red. I need another red land so I can do the Bloodthirsty Adversary. There's the Prosperous Innkeeper. And then they'll probably throw the Veteran. 2/2 flyer now, gain some life. A red land off the top. I think maybe I go Goldspan actually. Okay, all the hey, there's the red I needed. We're definitely putting that out, paying the life. I could Dragon's Fire. Yeah, we're gonna do Bloodthirsty Adversary. We're going to auto pay it. We're gonna choose Dragon's Fire. Dragon's Fire there. Don't need to show anything. They're 2/2 because this one has a ward on it. And then we're going to attack with everything except for the Painter. I think that was a mistake. I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna drop this, but they're only gonna hit us for 3/6. And next turn I can come in with the Goldspan Dragon in the air, as well as we have Elite Spellbinder and all these other fun creatures. Yeah, that's game over. Let's go ahead and just throw that out. All attack. Got it. Okay, Brew Crew, that is going to do it for MARDU Aggro, and I think this deck might have some legs. I definitely need to do some more practice against, is it turns? Maybe it's not got a chance against turns, especially once they start going off. We have no way to really interact with that. But other than that deck, which kind of is everywhere, I know. But other than that deck, I think this kind of is getting to a place where it might be competitive. I think it's only tier 2, 2.5 at the moment. Nothing super crazy. A little bit of adjustments that I want to do the deck, though, is I always find on turn 3 I want to be doing a Reckless Stormseeker over Elite Spellbinder. So I'm going to drop this to 3 because I really want that 4 gold span dragon. There's something to be said about finding one more card to cut somewhere. I just don't know where it is to maybe be putting a 3rd Innistrad Predator, but for the moment, this is how I'm going to leave the deck. Let's go over what you should or shouldn't craft. Uncommons and commons, craft away as long as you have them. Vanishing Verse, I think, is an excellent card to craft. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Anytime you're playing these colors and can put this in a deck, you're going to be happy. Shatter Skull Smashing is technically a land, so if you watch the channel enough, you know lands are always safe in my opinion. Go ahead and craft away. Angel Fire Ignition probably isn't going to see a whole lot of play out there, so if you have a ton of wild cards, go ahead and craft them. Otherwise, I would wait till you open them in packs. Don't go crafting that card. Showdown of the Skulls, it's seen a lot of play in a lot of different decks. I think crafting 2 is safe, but if you don't like these colors or play them very often, maybe be careful on that one and just wait till maybe you pull them naturally some other way. But it's not a horrible card to craft at all. You won't be disappointed in the long run. Bloodthirsty Adversary, I think it's starting to see some play. I'm lukewarm on it. I just don't know. Being that it is a mythic, mythics are hard to come by. If you don't play a lot of like hasty decks or a lot of decks where this is going to be something that you're like, if you're not putting this in your deck a lot, don't craft it. It's too expensive. Just way expensive. If you have them, good. Elite Spellbinders, super safe, craft away. Reckless Stormseeker, I think is an amazing card. Go ahead. Emerson Predator, I think sees enough play to where if you don't have 2, go ahead and craft it to 2. Goldspan, craft all day, every day. And then lands are always safe. So I definitely want to know what you thought of this deck. Once again, I always want to hear if there's anything else out there that you want to see. Leave that down there in the comments below. Let us know what you think about the current meta. I'm super curious to hear from you, our brew crew. What is your opinion on Alrund's Epiphany? I love Magic. I love all the cards. I'm not a hater on Alrund's Epiphany, but I think the game experience would be much better without it. And I think there's a lot of talk on the Twitter right now about it. So I'm just curious. Let's talk down below. What's your opinion on that? Definitely please hit that subscribe button. It's free, it's fast, and it really helps support me, the channel, and get us out to a much bigger audience. Hit that notification bell so you know whenever new content comes out. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.